Hello everyone, I'm Mike DeAngelo with That's Entertainment, and this is your video review of Trauma Team by Atlus. Thanks to the advent of new hardware iterations by Nintendo, certain simulation-based games were made more readily accessible. In no small part due to stylus and Wii remote controls, games reflecting the real stress and precision of surgery became possible. The first of these games was Trauma Center, a 2005 title for the Nintendo DS, but it led to a collection of other games in an ongoing series. The most recent of these titles is Trauma Team, which pushes you down the career path of not just a general surgeon, but 6 different members of medical staff, including a forensic examiner, a diagnostician, and a paramedic. With this variety wading its way into the game, do things stretch too far from the tried and true concept of the series?
Sure he won't say a word. He doesn't remember.
Unlike some of the other games in the series, Trauma Team's narrative is available through the eyes of 6 different members of medical faculty, and the stories of each usually intertwine. In essence, the game almost seems like a more upbeat version of some hospital dramas, like Grey's Anatomy or House. CRSO1 is a general surgeon with a penchant for quick and efficient operations. Maria is the team's EMT and has a fiery disposition. Hank is a compassionate and considerate orthopedic surgeon with a stylish alter ego. Gabe is the diagnostician at the hospital, and he has a certain calm demeanor despite all the negativity that generally surrounds him.
When did you get here?
Tomoe is a reserved endoscopic surgeon who puts forth her best effort in healing her patients.
I know her.
Finally, Naomi, recurring from Trauma Center, Second Opinion, takes her place as the team's forensic examiner. The characters interact with each other extensively, one usually acting as another's backup. Beyond just the surgeries, there are plenty of problems that they explore within their personal lives, leading this game into some more dramatic plotlines. With so many members of the team, there are also a collection of procedures and fields of medicine to be explored. Some are very familiar to people who have enjoyed the series, such as general surgery, while others, like diagnostics and forensics, really pull far from the prior games. General surgery hasn't changed much over time. The one big change with this game is that guilt and the symptoms of that terror-based disease are absent from this title. Most of the procedures that you'll be dealing with are real-life diseases and ailments. First response is like an ultra-fast-paced surgery mode. Maria has a limited amount of time to stabilize multiple patients who have just been injured. She relies on any tools at hand, emergency techniques, and even the information that she can learn on the spot from the people she's trying to save. Sometimes, in the middle of the operation, another victim could be brought to her attention. The mode can be very overwhelming. Orthopedics is very precision-based, leaving time to relax and really calculate your next move. Because of this, the vitals meter is replaced with a limit counter that represents how many mistakes you can make before you fail the surgery. In this mode, tools are automatically chosen for the player. Endoscopy is quite possibly the worst procedure out of the bunch. Players use the Wii remote to direct a tube down a patient's digestive tract and the nunchuck to move around. The mode is very slow-paced and can be quite frustrating. The other 2 modes, diagnostics and forensics, require a good deal of cognizant thought. Just as with orthopedics, there is a limit counter to keep track of. These different procedures task players with learning more about the patient, or victim, to best piece together what could or did kill them. The game rewards players with a few different things for performing surgeries and procedures with efficiency. Among these unlockables is a series of medals, as well as an extra hard difficulty.
Please continue on.
If Atlus wanted to knock one out of the park with this game, there wasn't a lot that they had to do. But of those things, the presentation is sorely lacking. For one, the scenes outside of surgery are all stills, with very little changing. They could have put a lot of effort into the narrative, and made a full and vibrant set of sequences, but, for whatever reason, they opted not to. The scenes during the surgery are a little lacking too, and probably not because they didn't want to avoid a more mature sense of the human body, as several times throughout the game, there are some adult themes present. The music and sound don't do much except set the mood. Nothing is all too impressive, but nothing detracts from the game either. The voice acting, on the other hand, is done fairly well. It would have been nice to see an actual moving representation to attach it to, however.
Hey, little guy.
Yes, of course.
That's right.
I'll get right on that.
In a series and genre that is relatively young, Trauma Team takes enough risks and makes enough changes to ensure that life is breathed into it in interesting ways. Though the game had significant potential, the extent of that was never reached. However, with what it does offer, and with an additional multiplayer component, the game has tremendous value, and enough reasons to at least give it a look. That's Entertainment awards Trauma Team a score of 8 out of 10.